Okay, first things first, let's make sure I have my tablets. Yes, I need my tablets. And oh, yeah. And have all my tablets, my 3 tablets. Okay, that's done. Now, I need to remember something, so I'm going to just put this tablet spot right in the centre there. Remind me on to do something. Hello there, Wolfiekins and Darky Jaws. Wolfiekins and Darky Jaws. Yay! It's Munchies tonight. We're going to just do some potatoes and that kind of thing. We need to grab your items. We're going to have some potatoes. How are you both? How is my wonderful friends? So, isn't that enough potatoes? Enough potatoes, let's just there we are, all that's done. Okay, so there. Right, so that's all on. Now we need to do the carrots. The carrots have to be sliced. So we're going to have potato, carrots, and tuna. Potatoes, carrots, and tuna. That's what we're going to have. Ooh, killing and chilling at work. Yes. Splendiferous. Splendiferous. I've never got into energy drinks. I think energy drinks are the biggest con in the world. For many years, people did stuff without energy drinks and didn't need energy drinks. But people like Coca-Cola and Red Bull and that have convinced the world that you can't, that Gen Z or Gen whatever can't go through life or can't get up in the morning without an energy drink. How the hell did we win the Second World War without energy drinks? I mean, bloody hell! And the First World War, how did we do that without the energy drinks? We must have just been a miracle for us to do those things without energy drinks. How did we get through the Great Depression without energy drinks? I know people love the energy drinks, but I just can't understand the concept of the idea of it. Okay, so what we've got here is this. So potatoes and the carrots are in, and they are both turned on and they are cooking, which means it's time to start putting together the doggies' food. So let's put together the doggies' food. And also that means I've got to put together mine because I give them some of the tuna. Having tuna, the dogs are having tuna too. You don't get sweeties, don't you? So let's sort this out. Let's sort it out the right way. There. That is the first part. And now we do the tuna thing. Oopsie. Oh. Put all the juice onto the doggy plate. Then give the doggies the extra bit of tuna. The doggies deserve it. Doggies deserve lots of treats. Can people hear me okay? Make sure we get the dogs to have lots of this stuff. Food for the doggies is good for the doggies. We'll make tuna for me and tuna for the doggies. And doggies get extras. How far to go? How far to go? Far to go, far to go, far to go, far to go, far to go. So, doing the doggy food. Right. That's another one got to be sent. Down there. And now it's the sausages for the doggies. Oh, so. Right. There we are. For you. Let's turn this one down. Right. All of those can go out. Right. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Got my computer. Go on, go and eat. Go and eat. You know you want some kind of food. Eat your own food, Beryl. She doesn't want her food, she wants his. She wants to get his food. I don't think she's hungry this morning. So I'll pick up her food in a little bit. So just give her a bit, see whether she's going to go back to her own food. She might go back to her own food. Let's see. He always wants to go for... Let's see, will she eat that? Nope, you don't want your own food. You don't want to eat your own food. Oh. She's got exactly the same food as he has. And she just doesn't want to eat it. So I'm going to pick it up so he doesn't eat hers. Give her a few more seconds in case she does start to eat. Oh, she's going to... Did she know? No, she's decided not to. So this can be put to the side till later. Yes, doofus at the moment. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. You're a doofus like this. You're just not hungry sometimes in the morning, are you? Oh, the little baby. My little baby doggy, aren't you? He's beautiful and beautiful and snuppy. Aren't you? You're beautiful and snuppy. You want to get off? Go on. Go play. Oh. So the food is cooking. The dogs are okay. I'm okay. You have a good day, Goose. Bye-bye for now. So, everything is okay here. I've got to do a few phone calls after the stream. One to the hospital because I'm going to have to change the date of an appointment. message to my team. I'm just checking which phone is getting a message. Okay. Clear all those. Still fine. So we're good. We're having a splendiferous little morning. Yeah, pretty good morning. I just need to check a couple of items. I need to check my bank again. I'm expecting a payment this morning. I don't know. Get that later. Well, I'm at 63% on this phone. I'll have to charge it later. So, we're having just a mellow morning. Bertie's finished licking his bowl to the point where there's nothing possible left on it. 29 degrees, yeah. Thankfully, it's 21 degrees in here at the moment. And I don't deal with it. Especially with high humidity, that you get the high humidity like we do. It's not nice, not fun at all. Everything seems to be okay. I've got bits and pieces where they need to be. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think so. Everything seems to be pretty good condition. Which is nice. Which is really nice, actually. Really nice to have everything to the point where, so what I'll do is I'll put the food out, and then before I eat it, I'll make the phone calls. And I'll put the bin stuff outside. It's mellowing me out a lot. Yeah. Well, with the weather the way it is, it's probably cooler in the morning than it is any time else. So sometimes you can actually try to keep things cool and do things that you need to do. It's not too warm at the moment here. Let me check when we're supposed. We're getting lots and lots of rain. It was warm this morning. I turned the air conditioner on for like 10 minutes while I was doing my Beat Saber, just to cool down the room a little bit. But let me check MetCheck. Which is MetCheck. MetCheck is a very good weather place, because the weather it shows is actually put together by people all over the world. You get a much more true version of the weather. So at the moment, weather here isn't that bad. We're in the 1920s, but it's going to be raining most of the freaking day. Long-term forecast, 16 days. So let's see when it's supposed to get really hot here. The next 16 days. I think it's going to be halfway through August before we get anything really bad. We might be hit with a heat wave in mid-August. Yeah, we're trading weathers at the moment. Hello, Bertie. And a beautiful on you. You enjoy your food? You snaffled all the food, didn't you? Yes, you did. You snaffled all the food. You're a good boy, aren't you? You enjoyed your food and snaffled it all. You would have snaffled Beryl's food as well if he had left it down on the floor as well. You don't have an off button. He doesn't have an off button, Bert. He doesn't. When it comes to food, he will eat literally till he's sick. He's one of those dogs that if you fed him and fed him and fed him, he would eat until basically he has to be sick. Whereas Beryl will just eat until she's full. She does that one. Yes, you're good. I agree, you're a good dog. Oh. So yes, I'm going to have to call up the hospital and alter the appointment date because the same day thingy that I'm having the last jobs done on the house is the day when my treatment's supposed to start for my endocrine tests. So I can't do that. We'll have to push it back to probably October, sadly. But at least I'll let them know early enough for them to give my spot to someone else. Yeah, you're beautiful. So, would you like to see the Bravita? The Bravita is the kitchen. Bravita. No, it's a different thing. It's so this is the new iRobot mop. This one just does your kitchen. This is specifically for mopping the floor. When you've got a floor like this that's white and that, you get one of these, and this does the cleaning of this carpet. So it's quite big, and it's got a. I've got to throw this one away. This has been used today. You get the throwaway ones. Got to figure out how to. I know there's a way to. So this one goes. This is the disposable one. It gets around them easily. Gets around them no problem. So the Brava, it's the Brava Jet 6. So this one's for throwing. I'm going to start, but we're not using these anymore. We're using the one. So these are the ones, the wet ones that are washable. So all you do is one of these. No, because you've got to think they use LiDAR and everything. So all you do is you put one of these in here. There, it's got its new thing on. It's got a tank in here that will just fill up. Put that over there. Put it on here. Open this. We fill this tank. It's still 3/4 full. It doesn't need filling. But fill it with normal water. And then you just set it going. And it's got a nozzle. It sprays out to the front in front of itself. And it checks for stains. And it does it right up to the edge all the way around. It's done this kitchen very well because it's terrible to keep clean. This floor is terrible to keep clean because of it checks for stains as it's doing it. So it will find places that need more cleaning. Yeah, so it's got LiDAR here at the front. And it's got a sensor at the front there as well. So this is set up for tomorrow. It only needs to be done once a day. So we just put this back in its thingy down here. And I'll show you the other one, the one that does the rest of the house. Okay, so this is the one that actually hoovers. This is a Hoover one. And this is the iRobot Roomba version 8. As you can see, it's got chunky big wheels, so it can, that's how high these are. They can go in and out and that, so got the central areas. It's a big thing. And it's got LiDAR on it. The brush is so that it knows where the edges are. That little brush on the edge allows it to bring stuff into the center as well. Drag stuff into the center where its vacuum part is. So it angles the stuff into the center part so that it can pick them up. You've got the LiDAR at the front and you've got sensors all around and everything. It's beautiful. It copes. One full charge would last. It only uses about 10% of the charge to actually do all the downstairs, and it goes back to its charging station afterwards anyway. It knows both of them have got charging station, and the big one empties itself as well. It actually empties itself into the big container on the back of it. So it actually, after it's done, it goes into the big thing, you know, it connects to, and then empties itself into the hopper at the back that isn't connected to it. So it does all that itself when it knows it needs to empty. So one charge would probably last a really big house. I mean, it does 3 rooms here. It does the hallway, the living room, and the kitchen. And because it's adaptive, because it actually learns as it goes, it figures out the most efficient plan to clean everything. So I usually set it going once a day, because with dogs and dog hair, you get a mess all the time. This downstairs has never been clean. The only thing they can't handle is going upstairs. There isn't a robot like that can go upstairs or downstairs. So stairs, they can't handle unless you put a ramp on the stairs. But you can pick them up, put them upstairs, and they'll set up a map upstairs as well. So that you can do both floors with them if you want to. But I prefer to have them downstairs so that when I'm upstairs streaming, I can just press a button on here and they both do their clean while I'm on the computer upstairs. It's perfect for that. The house has never been so clean. Oh, and I wanted to show you the main Hoover I use now. I told you I was buying that rechargeable Hoover. It's fucking amazing, that is. Sorry for saying it like that. The meal Hoover that I use now, the one I told you. Let me show you. It's completely modular. So this is the meal Hoover. The meal Hoover. Here, it's a rechargeable Hoover. It's basically really nice and low weight. It keeps the stuff in there easy to come off, and that just twist and pull and empty that. It's got HEPA filters and everything built in. Just pull this up and there. Twist it back there. It's on. Now let's say this is for cleaning on the floor. If I want to clean on the floor, it's got 3 different power levels. You don't usually need the 3rd power level, and it lasts hoovering the entire house before it runs out of charge. But let's say I want to do something more. So, well, let's take it apart. Take the handle off. Take that bit off. A lot of power. Enough for the dog hair and everything. Right, we've taken everything apart here, like that. Now we've got this bit here. So, let's say I want to hoover some curtains or the thing out there. So instead of plugging that into the long thing, I just plug it in here. And I've got a portable handheld. And I can plug in the main unit straight to that if I want that. Or I've got various attachments, so I can do the small one as well here. That goes on this. Like that, so I can do stairs and furniture. It's bloody brilliant. This is really powerful. There's never, when I've used this upstairs and that, there's never a point in time where it hasn't been able to pick up the charge. And of course, you can twist it tinny around. Let's say now I want to do the ceiling. Let's say I want to get rid of some spider webs. Then you put that on there for the spider webs, and you can reach up to the ceiling and do the spider webs. So you can do everything with this, from the floor to the ceiling and in between. Completely modular design, and it works really well, and the parts are really well made. And they've got all power connectors and everything built into them. So, and yeah, I'm going to be able to put away the Hoover upstairs. I haven't used the Hoover upstairs since I got this. Since I got this, I haven't used the Hoover upstairs once, because I just take this, do the stairs, and do upstairs. So let's put it back into its full version. So we put this on there, we put the handle on top, and we put the main unit in here, and bingo. It is back in full mode. Ready to clean. It's brilliant. And it's almost completely silent. The filters inside, even the HEPA filters, are washable. So you don't, there's no filter. Once you've got the filter once, that's it. You don't have to you can wash the filters. Every part of the filter system can be washed, even the HEPA filter. So you can reuse it and basically wherever the filtration system for it. And basically hoovering all the way upstairs and downstairs today, and that. It only can do hoovering the tables and all that kind of thing. Only dropped it down by 1 digit of the 4 digits that it has for its energy. So yeah, it's replacing my thingy completely, my other one upstairs. I don't use my one upstairs. So, oh, and one more thing. When it's turned on, it's pretty much completely quiet. It's almost a silent and motor in it. And I picked up plaster with it. I picked up building bits. It copes with dog hair really well. So yeah, AFL. So I am really happy with it working so well. So yeah, it's crazy. See, this is the thing. We've said many times for to go, haven't we? When you've got money, you save money. Years, hundreds of years I've had these shirts. If you're asking whether this version, when was this? Is this a new shirt today? Yes, this is a new shirt today, but I've been up since 4 a.m. and I've cleaned the house and everything. So yeah. Yeah. There's a certain level of technology below what's called the fancy level that is actually the kind of stuff you should buy. It's like, let me show you my trainers. I want to show you my trainers. Okay. I don't go out in these much anymore. But the last time I bought trainers was in 2016. These are salmon trainers. Salmon trainers. And look at the grip that they've still got on them. Remember, these were used to push Paola around in the wheelchair. I bought them in 2016 and they're still in near perfect condition because of how well they were put together. The grip on the bottom doesn't fade easily. Nothing's broken on it ever. So these are called Salomon. S-A-L-O-M-O-N. Salomon. Salomon. Some of the best walking and hiking trainers you can get. They cost a lot, over £100, but they will last you for 5-10 years. They're waterproof. They're not just trainers, they're hiking boots. Well, you can hike. They're the kind of grip and material they are, which means they're very good on ice, if you want a good grip on ice. So yeah, I don't wear them much anymore. I only wear them going to the hospital and that now. But there's still, and the thing is, do you know what the amazing thing with these were? These are the first set of boots I've ever had that I didn't have to wear in. From the first day I used these, they were absolutely comfortable. There was no wearing in, no blisters that you get when you first get a new set of boots, no wearing in the material. From the first day I used these in 2016, they were perfect. I had no problems with them, no issues. And I was walking like 4 or 5 miles, pushing Paola's wheelchair around everywhere. And they were amazing. Probably the last pair of shoes I will ever have to buy. Unless I live for over 100 or something like that. Yeah. They're not fancy. They're not one of these silly name brands that are just all show, like Nike and all that. But you use a pair of them and your feet will thank you for it. If you can get hold of them. Whereas I used to go through Doc Martens and stuff like that and military boots like within once a year because I was walking and pushing Paola's wheelchair everywhere through dirt, through grime, through gravel. But they had never failed me. That's what I mean about quality. See, this is the brands that rich people buy so that they stay rich, so that they don't have to spend extra money. When you see all the showy stuff like the diamond encrusted iPhone and that's all bullshit. People who are rich, who actually know about money, know how to keep the money. And it's all down to buying the right tech and bits and pieces and that will last and that you don't have to replace every year, that you don't have to replace. And this is good. This is how you should be. It's like the Linus Tech Tips screwdriver. I have used that to rebuild stuff in this house. I've used it to rebuild stuff in the shed outside. I've used it for everything that it fits in the month. I think I've had it for like 2.5 months. I've used it so much that the bits have actually, the black on the bits are actually worn down. Yeah. 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 Exactly, far to go. And you can tell the difference very easily. You can tell the difference between about the rich children in London who have no concept of money and they've just been spoon-fed and that, and they have no concept of it, and they're just showy and idiots and airheads and vapid. But no, the people that actually have got money and know about keeping money, they are the ones that have the real knowledge. Anyway, I'm going to get the food ready now. Say the food is ready. Let's put the gravy on and sort that out. One more thing I want to talk about, clothes in the house. I think most people figured it out, as I have long ago, that in the house, bye-bye for now, far to go. People in the house, people figured out when COVID happened, most people ended up in their pajamas, spending their time in their pajamas. And why not? Why not? What is the point of dressing up in your good clothes if all you're going to do is hang around the house? You should be comfortable. Wear what's comfortable. And what's more comfortable than some PJs? If you're going to hang around the house all day, if you're under lockdown, or if you're disabled at home, wear what is comfortable. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I've got versions of this t-shirt that are so worn down, they have holes everywhere And the pie here is actually almost completely broken up, come off. But it's comfortable. The neck stretches to about here. And it's just comfortable. And it doesn't matter. It's got stains on it that will never come out. But it's a comfortable t-shirt. And sometimes you will see it with me wearing it. Because why not? I'm not leaving the house. The only people that see me is people on my stream, and that shouldn't matter. If there's anybody following my stream who thinks, no, you're wearing something that's got stains on, then they probably shouldn't be following me because they don't get who I am. So that's gravy. Let's put a little bit more between that one in. Now we're going to do this, because I'm going to have to make some phone calls and do all of it before I eat, but I want to put all the stuff out first. So, you see, because this is a cheap, I have a chopping board here. I have to use this chopping board to put the hot saucepans on, because these countertops are so cheap that they will burn. They're basically plastic on top of wood, on top of chipboard. Whereas my mum's old kitchen was granite tops. You could basically put red hot stuff on that and it wouldn't ding. But these, I have to grab that board there to put the hot saucepan on straight away. I can't chance putting it on here. In the gravy. Now let's get the bits and pieces, the oat milk and the vegetarian mayonnaise. Yeah, vegetarian mayonnaise is a lot tastier than normal mayonnaise, and of course he hasn't got the rest of the egg for me and the problems that I might have with eggs. Let's put that. Today's the day I'm trying to get all my bits and pieces done, like calling the hospital and everything. So this away. Looks like Beryl's going to sleep. Right, so move this off here. It's already made with the head off. Move it to there. Now get the mash up the potatoes. And this is what I'm eating pretty much the same thing most days at the moment because it's the only thing my body seems to be able to cope with. Oh, yesterday I tried some new pack of crisps. Oh my God, they didn't suit me. I was on the toilet a lot. I was having a bad time. Yesterday was not a good time. Right, so we need water on in there. And a bit gravy on here. No. Okay, let's go in there. Get the gravy. Of course, there'll be more gravy here than I need, but that's for the dog later. Yeah. Okay, I will say bye-bye now. I'm going to go. I need to go and do my phone calls and then I need. I'll just show. There we are. Yeah, stop that. Bye-bye for now. I'll see people on at Munchies later, and I'll see people on the stream and that. So, and on Discord. Bye bye. Bye bye, Dr. George and Wolfie.